The Marvel Cinematic Universe has given us some of the best takes of Marvel characters we've ever seen, from the likes of Iron Man and Thor. Even the street level characters like Daredevil have gotten their time to shine and become pop culture icons. Unfortunately, some other characters have gotten the short end of the straw. This video we're going to be talking about them. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to start off with the character I recently fell in love with in the straightest way possible, please.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
In Avengers Earth's Mightiest Hero, who is no one else but the legend himself, Hank Pym. That might surprise you all because I'll be the first one to say I never expected myself to be an Ant-Man fan, but I did, and that was because of the characterization of Hank Pym. I wish I could say the same thing about him in the MCU. In the MCU, I'll be honest and say he's 100 times less interesting, especially due to the fact that he's more like a mentor figure to Scott rather than the actual Ant-Man himself. I wish they had integrated his story in the present day and also made him a founding member of the Avengers, and also making him the creator of Ultron rather than Iron Man. But I can't complain too much because at least the fact that Tony built Ultron at that point in his character arc, it made sense. It was really hard to take God the God Butcher seriously during the runtime of Love and Thunder. Yeah, this is going bad. Very, very bad. For the most part, he was a more serious villain than Hela, and they tried to make him seem like that. But it didn't work because of the tone of the movie. It didn't fit the character that Gore represented. One of the reasons why Thor Ragnarok is one of the most acclaimed movies in the MCU is the fact that it was able to blend its tone properly. Thank you, Taika Waititi. But Love and Thunder forgot how to do that. Yeah, you Taika Waititi. It tried to be so unserious and comedic when the main antagonist was anything but that. The tone was so inconsistent in the movie, and that's even stating the obvious. I would even go out of my way and say even if God the God Butcher wasn't the villain of the movie, the comedic tone still wouldn't make sense due to the fact that Thor is a character who has incurred so much loss and pain, and a movie with a comedic tone wouldn't just fit that. Love and Thunder did a good job at ignoring the fact that this is a character with a lot of pain. Yeah, you again, Taika Waititi. But the last thing I have to say about God the God Butcher is that Christian Bale was absolutely peak in that role. Pietro Maximoff. I'll be honest with you, if you only watch the MCU, you won't know who the character is. Former member of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Yes, it's called the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, not the Brotherhood of Mutants. To you, that particular person was arguing with me in class today. I know you're watching this video. But in the MCU, he's just that fast dude who was known for saying, "You didn't see that coming" in Age of Ultron.
You didn't see that coming?
You didn't see that coming?
Pause!
I'd have liked to see how Wanda and Pietro would have interacted with Magneto after Secret Wars, but I guess that's only a fantasy for me right now. I'll be honest, all the knowledge I have about this character outside the MCU is from Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes and from arguments I had with one of my friends. And that character is Hawkeye. In the show mentioned before, he's a badass SHIELD member who later joined the Avengers. In the MCU, all his character revolves around is the fact that he is either retired or he wants to retire. The only glimpse of him outside this bubble was in Endgame, where we only got to see a scene out of it when he became the Ronin. But that's about it. After that, he went back to retirement, and definitely I saved the best for last. The Hulk himself. He only got one movie. Yeah, only one. For the most part, before the rise of the MCU, Hulk was considered a big three Marvel character. Yeah, that's true. Him, Spider-Man, and Wolverine were considered the big three of Marvel. But now, I'm sure even the new gens don't like his character anymore. I will also state that the original movie with Edward Norton did flop though, and Marvel don't have the distribution rights for Hulk. But still, he doesn't really get any much characterization. And any characterization he does get is always off screen. The only one he got on screen was his subplot with Natasha, which went nowhere. In all his appearances since his movie, he was mostly relegated to a side character, which is sad to see. I hope after Secret Wars, Marvel renegotiate these rights with Universal, because what the And that concludes today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Also drop your thoughts in the comments. And lastly, YouTube thinks you enjoyed this video on screen, so I'll see you there.